What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Jay Fry. Today we're going to be preparing one of my raised garden beds, getting it ready to bring out some of the seedlings after the last frost date. So hang out with your boy, let's get it done. Alright, so this bed right here is the bed that we started out with peppers and tomatoes in, and it's just been sitting here all winter long. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready. So probably about a month ago I just now barely pulled up the pepper plants and I hadn't done nothing to it, so I'm just gonna get this one ready. I do have some seedlings inside that should be ready to come outside as soon as our last frost date passes. Now for me, I like to go ahead and disturb the soil. This is a raised bed, so I guess if it was in ground I wouldn't do it, I don't know. But for me, I like to go ahead and stir up my soil. Still have some peppers in there. I think that's some chard, so I'll leave all that in there. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and add some topsoil. You know, this is a topsoil I like to use. This Texas native. Alright, so now I got that in there, I just spread it out a little bit. And I might add one more bag. I don't know, we'll see. Still kind of hard. Still froze. It'll be alright, we'll move to the side. Throw it over here. Shit, we had what, 69 hours of temperatures below freezing up until today. There's another frozen piece. So that's what they mean when they say when the soil is workable. I don't have no problem with that. So now that I got the topsoil in there, I'll use some of the compost that I have. I'm gonna show you it. I did the DIY compost in the trash can, and I hadn't touched it since November. So I hadn't mixed it up, added water or nothing like that. So I'm probably gonna use most of that just to lay on top and mix it in there, and then that'll pretty much be it. Let's check it out. All right, so this is the DIY compost that I'm gonna be using. I think it's actually good enough for me to put inside of that raised bed, because I still got about 4 more weeks, and I'll pull out the bigger pieces that hasn't fully broke down, but I think it's still good. So let me go ahead and get some of that aside, and I plan on using pretty much half of it. I want to use all of it this spring in each one of the beds, and then I'll start over. I got another pile that I'm starting right there, and I'll move it into this trash can and let it sit. So let me get this loaded up. Alright, so I guess we learned something today, or at least I did. I learned that I probably should have waited to get some of this compost that I made. It's still frozen. But I think I got enough of it. Then I get a little bit more one more time when it's workable and add to it, but this should be enough right now. And it broke down pretty good. I still have some stuff in here that didn't break down, but I'm gonna leave that in there. I don't know what that is. And it did have some worms, so there go a little wiggler right there. I seen a few of them in there. Alright, so I got as much as I'm gonna get in there for now. And I'm just gonna spread this compost over the top of that I'm just gonna spread this compost over the top of that native soil that I put in here. Kind of mix it in a little bit as well. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I got one of my raised beds prepared. I was able to get in 2 bags of topsoil, and I didn't get as much of the compost that I wanted to put in because the soil was still frozen. So I guess that's a lesson learned. You know, I'll know next time to wait a few more days, but I will be able to get more in there later. As of right now, I think I got a decent amount. I still have about 4 weeks before the last frost date. So that's pretty much it. Let me show you guys some of the damage that we had. Like I said earlier, we had 69 hours of below freezing weather, and this time the plants didn't do too well. So let me show you what's happening. So if we look here in this bed right here, this is where I had my collard greens, some kale, and some chard. So generally the collard greens do pretty good, but I don't know, maybe I didn't cover them up well enough, or I left them covered up too long. So I think we still they'll bounce back. They just got a little burn, so I have to come in here and clean those up. The last freeze, these didn't get no damage, but right now they're all pretty much done. Man, it's looking bad. So I got a lot of cleanup to do. My Swiss chard, they were just now starting to bounce back. I don't know what happened. Those some radishes, man. I never pulled. We eat radishes, but not like that. So I just left them in here. That one still might be pretty good. That one ain't no good. Go ahead and pull them up. So yeah, those radishes, they've been in here longer than they needed to. We harvested some earlier on, and I see we didn't eat all of them, so I was like, well, ain't no need to go and harvest the rest of them, just leave them in there. But those are done. But yeah, this bed, I'm gonna have to clean it up. It didn't do too well. This bed right here, this is right here is the cabbage. And I wasn't too happy with this cabbage anyway. It seemed to be growing pretty slow. Only thing that looks pretty good over here is the spinach. And I hadn't been harvesting enough spinach because it grows pretty fast, so we hadn't been eating enough. In the back over there was the bunch of onions. They were doing good, but looked like we lost those. And right here is the garlic. I had this bed covered up, and I can still see some new growth in there, so I need my garlic to make it. By the way, the garlic is doing good. Look at the size of that. So I'm hoping to get a few good bugs. Then out here where we don't get as much sun, even the kale that did good last time might be all right. So is that one. And even the collard greens. I ain't really got much to eat outside, y'all. Damn. It's all good though, you know what I'm talking about? Alright, so again, that's it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with your boy. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. I'll holler at you.